Hi, welcome back to Your Turn to Die. So, here we are in the midst of the main game. Lift your heads up. We've always done what we had to do. No matter how cruel it is, you can't stop. But, Kana, we're not your enemies. Even if someone's the sacrifice, we'll move in the same direction. We'll talk and advance the discussion. Sarah. Right you are. The real battle begins here. Everyone. I guess those of us who weren't picked should start. Incidentally, my role's commoner. Got that? Muscle Gorilla, now's not the time to shrivel up, meow. Let's remember the card trade's in order, woof. Yeah. Now, please grasp your fate with your own hands. May you not all perish. Now, we're gonna proceed along digging into the details of the trades. Big Sis Recco got it, meow. Gashu quietly sat in the chair again. There are 4 trades made in total. There weren't that many. By the way, I've been a commoner the whole way, woof. Didn't get traded with even once, meow. Trading cards required 50 tokens, so only so many people could make trades. The token rankings had Gyutaro in first and Jin in last, if I heard right. Me, you, and now we're near the bottom, right? I don't think we had enough tokens to trade cards. I've been a commoner the whole way, woof. Didn't get traded with even once, meow. My heart was pounding, wondering whether I'd get past a bad card, meow. But my roll didn't change up until the very end, woof. I made it through all 5 trades, meow. There were 4 trades made in total. There ain't that many. Honestly, it's all a mess in my head. Five trades. Muscle Gorilla, that's wrong, meow. What? There were 5 trades, woof. 5? Wait, by my memory, there were 3 trades. Then I heard there was one just before the main game. Oh, I get it. You misunderstand, Gyutaro. He was knocked out through at least part of it. There were 2 trades while you were out. What? That don't make no sense. That's our line, meow. Sorry, but nobody's giving me an explanation. Oh, well, that's on us. Hey, Gyutaro, when was it that you passed Sarah the sacrifice card? Actually, did you have sacrifice from the start? No, that ain't it. The first card I had was commoner. I get it. That tells us most of the trades. Well, I don't have a clue, woof. Why is that, meow? Because your friendly policeman made the first trade. Right, and he gave me the Keymaster card. For real? Who'd you trade what? I gave Sarah the Keymaster. Then what card did Sarah start with? I have no reason to lie, but... Commoner. At first I was a commoner. You traded Keymaster for commoner, meow? And I deepened our trust doing it. Let's do a little sort out. In the first trade, I passed the Keymaster into Sarah's hands. In the second trade, what got traded? Somebody swapped sacrifice for me. That's not Sarah. Considering the order of things, someone's sacrifice was swapped with Kotaro's commoner. That's true. And in the third trade, Sarah's Keymaster and Kotaro's sacrifice were swapped. So last we know, Kotaro is the Keymaster. Yeah, that's what it means. Muscle Gorilla, tell us everything you can remember, meow. We're gonna have you tell us all the details of the third trade. Ugh. At the time of the third trade, I was searching the first floor alone, meow, so I want to know the situation, woof. The third trade happened while everyone was sharing the laptop. Right, but there were 3 people who weren't in the room. And that was... And that was So, Jin, and Now. Those trades. I better keep them sorted out in my head, too. Can now sort out the details of the trades. Oh. Top row of this table is what cards everyone had to start with. Those further to the right had more tokens to spend, in broad strokes at least. Ah, yes. The next row is what everyone had after the first trade. Below that is after the second trade, after the third trade, and so on and so forth. Bottom row is after the 5th trade. In other words, what rolls did they end up with? Of course, this is all guesswork. I'll rework if new information comes up. Third trade happened while everyone was sharing the laptop. Time of the third trade, but I was searching the first floor alone, meow. I was worried because you were acting strange, Sarah. To think you've been traded the sacrifice. Damn, Kotaro. You make that trade on the spot and then act all innocent? Something strange here. Is that what happened? Did Kotaro... Was it Kotaro that pushed the sacrifice on me? Kotaro, why aren't you talking? Why wouldn't you deny it, Kotaro? What? I mean, you need a ring-up box to trade. Right, but I thought, again, he was with the rest of us searching the laptop when that trade happened. If he used one on the spot, shouldn't we have seen him do it? What could he be hiding? Be as silent as you want. It's no use. Spit it all out, Kitaro. I meant to cooperate with Sarah and everyone. But I got used for convenience. A pathetic adult. The third trade. My sacrifice being sent to Sarah. It wasn't me. It was So's doing. It... Really? What? I don't know what you're talking about. So knew. He knew I had the sacrifice. What? When everyone was sharing the laptop, So wasn't gonna use the toilet. He went to use a ring-up box to trade my sacrifice and Sarah's Keymaster. I don't know a thing about that. Wait a second, he chose 2 other people and made them trade? You can do that? It must be possible, huh? It is? So you can say that with confidence. So, isn't it about time you confess? Tell us your real reason for sharing the laptop. Such a deeply suspicious individual, Keiji. Oh, what is this? How about I hear the truth from your mouth? About what? Kotaro couldn't do the 3rd trade. Exactly, because he was with us. The question is, how did you know the sacrifice? Sheesh, just rolling out on ahead with this assumption that I knew, huh? Couldn't I just... Did he learn about Kotaro's sacrifice via hacking? Couldn't I just take a peek to do that? Precisely, you saw it directly. Kotaro's intent was to negotiate with So, and as a condition for his trade, he showed So his sacrifice card. It's natural to think that. Such an act of imagination, Miss Sarah. How about you use that imagination to consider what their negotiation was like? Kotaro started negotiating outside So's bedroom door. Huh? Were you watching or what? Yes, even So's already recognized that fact. That's right. How did So react to Kotaro's proposition? He must have let him in quickly and struck the deal. I'm not brave enough to let Kotaro in. No, I'm sure So is on guard. Kotaro would have taken the laptop from him once before. So wouldn't have let him in the room, no questions asked. Then did they make their deal through the door. How amusing. I just thought of a way. Gotaro slipped the tablet under the door. That's it, exactly. That's what Gotaro did to propose his deal. So must have been fairly wary of Gotaro, who could best him using force. So Gotaro informed him that he was the sacrifice in advance. Not vocally, but by showing him his tablet. Yes, this time, it didn't say, this time there was no rule against showing your role to somebody else. So, you had yet another objective on top of tokens and the Sarah folder. To control the sacrifice as you wanted. You got it. After the second trade, me and Kana were working on the escape plan. Then I heard Gotaro through the door. "Wanna make a deal?" he said. I didn't care to listen, but he slid his tablet under the door. And there I saw it. Sacrifice. How brave of him to go as far as offering up info, just so I'd share the laptop. What do you know? Sarah, you saw that first floor security footage, right? The one of you placing the cards? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, it's the truth. I haven't discussed my first trial, have I? Right, that's exactly what I was thinking. Was that your first trial? Was it to place the cards? It was one absurd trial, I tell you. They told me, set up the props used for the death game. Then it's true. You set up the cards? Yeah. Of course, I didn't know what they meant yet. Once I found out, I knew Kai's fate was set. It's like I killed him. Kai took the Sage card. I just placed it random. Dude. That's why I at least wanted to get Kai's laptop back one more time. Such an emotional story. That's what drove you to give me a whole 100 tokens. 100 tokens! 100, meow? No shit, that's enough for 2 trades. But you left yourself enough for just 1 trade. How cunning. Pretending to risk your life, but not forgetting to protect yourself. What a dirty adult you are. Say again. All told, you left yourself an escape route. If you were in a pickle, you could pass the sacrifice away from yourself. That's why I decide to act first and send the sacrifice to someone else. To Sarah, right? To Miss Sarah, always thinking of her allies. Is that the truth of the third trade? I was hopeful it might make you tear off your sheep's clothing. Why does he do all this to me? But you went above and beyond my expectations. Huh? The fourth trade was you, wasn't it, Miss Sarah? Actually, it wasn't, at least not from what I could tell. What are you talking about? I mean, the sacrifice is what killed Joe, yes? I never traded. Your guess is off the mark there. I didn't do any trades. In fact, I couldn't. Someone stole my wallet. That's a poor excuse. Quiet, loner. I was with Big Sis Sarah for the fourth trade. Woof. So was I, Sarah. Sarah didn't do any trade then. Huh, well then. Must have been an ally who did it for you. An ally? Keji, you took the sacrifice from Miss Sarah, didn't you? What? What's the meaning of this? It's really very simple. The two of them were accomplices. Miss Sarah and Keji formed a terrifying plan involving the sacrifice. To achieve victory in the main game by way of the sacrifice. They schemed to escape by working together by having Keji win the vote. I suspect the fifth trade that followed was Miss Sarah and Keji making a bluff. They just picked two random commoners to have trade. Then the sacrifice is Keji? Is that true? That's all a wild fabrication. I mean, the sacrifice I had was taken away by the fifth trade. So spouting nonsense to lead everyone by the nose. If my reasoning's correct, Keji's the sacrifice and the sage is... Miss Now, perhaps. I'm the sage? Yep. So it may well be fine to have Miss Now die this time. No. No, don't you dare. No. Wait a second. At the start, you said you were the sacrifice. Yep, that was a lie. I'm a commoner. No way. Then wouldn't you be in the same boat as me? Huh, I see. I guess choosing anybody but Keji is the same in the end. Then let's vote for Kana, since she's the least valuable. You're again gonna throw Kana under the bus after allying with her like... You goddamn piece of shit. God, so, I am not liking you very much right now. Again, I want to vote for him so fucking bad. So... Enough. Huh? It's been a long time since I've hated somebody this much. Here's a friendly little police report. I long since used up all my tokens. And you want me to believe just that? So, you're just dying to say I ended up being the sacrifice, aren't you? Huh? Unfortunately, I'm the keymaster. Which I can verify. I can verify this, assuming that he didn't trade with anybody else. Huh? What are you saying? The keymaster is Kitaro, though. Huh? What do you... Why... Looks like we got him good. My real role is Sage. What's going on? Oh my god. Kitaro's the Sage? Ridiculous. That's impossible. It's possible, alright. As the Sage, I'm making an announcement. Keji's without a doubt the Keymaster. It can't be true. That's all. You were on the right track to think accomplices. But it wasn't Sarah I teamed up with, it was Kitaro. What? Let's tell the truth of the fourth trade, shall we? The trade between Mr. Policeman and Kitaro. First, when So betrayed me with a sacrifice, I went stomping around in a rage. When I heard what happened, I proposed to Guitaro that we team up. So in the fourth trade, Keiji and Guitaro's cards got traded. The fourth trade sure ended up punching the lone Meow Meow. Hold on, Guitaro, weren't you passed out during the fourth trade? I mean, Keiji could do the trade himself, but... Ugh. Is he panicking? He hasn't worked out his logic. When I learned about the sacrifice incident, I proposed to Guitaro about the team-up. That said, when I first spotted him, I just pacified him since he was pissed. But I ended up talking with Guitaro, and we thought things over. In the fourth trade, I traded my card with Guitaro's Keymaster. But actually, I went and did this trade myself while Guitaro was passed out. Seems Guitaro figured it out during the main game and was able to put the story together. It's all owed to the power of that card, even my noticing of Guitaro's Keymaster. I'm sure Mr. Policeman was burning with the desire to see justice carried out, Meow. He used the whole 50 token straight cards with Muscle Gorilla just to defeat the loner, Woof. Huh? Before, Mr. Policeman said he didn't have any tokens at the fourth trade, Meow. Then he couldn't have traded, Woof. Oh? Seeing you acting funny, Sarah, I was convinced the sacrifice had moved to you. I wouldn't let it stand. I decided I'd knock him down and take my tokens back. Keiji knows me then, came to talk. He persuaded me to give it up. I didn't know what So was thinking after all. So I trusted Keiji and him to take custody of all my remaining tokens. All of them? Oh. You gave him all your tokens, Meow? Sure did. And it seems like that landed way outside So's ballpark. Shut up! We're out of leeway, are we? I've still got doubts. I can't be convinced with just that. After all, Keiji, why were you able to know about Guitaro having the Keymaster? Isn't the only way to do that during the main game with the Sage's power of clairvoyance? Huh. So you still don't know. Okie dokie, let's resume the discussion. We were able to extract a new statement from So. I just have to keep going. Way to do that during the main game with the Sage's power of clairvoyance. Keiji knows something's up. Ugh! Keiji knows something was up with me, and I handed Keiji all my tokens. Sure, enough seems like I got knocked out and taken it out in advance. Did I say something strange? Power that card. You don't mean... Yeah, the Sage's clairvoyance, of course. The Sage can use clairvoyance even outside the main game? That's what the tablets are for. You intentionally didn't mention it! Unraveled all the mysteries now. This should prove it. Mr. Policeman used clairvoyance to see Kataro's Keymaster. Then I made my 4th trade to swap Kataro's Keymaster and my Sage. And now, there isn't even a need to discuss the 5th trade anymore. Convinced of your victory earlier, you confessed, I'm a commoner. Any other questions? Oh, man, this is... Still... I don't know who to vote for. I don't want to sacrifice anybody. No, there's something odd about Keji's story. It'll become clear if I look at the trades so far. The card I had at first was a commoner. Keji's was the Keymaster. And in the first trade, the Keymaster was sent to me and my commoner to Keji. Next, the second trade. Yeah, somebody traded the sacrifice to Kataro. The sacrifice went to Kataro and his commoner went to someone else. Next, the third trade. So initiated a trade that sent me the sacrifice and Kataro the Keymaster. So is that the case? Somebody can trade 2 cards, can initiate a trade that doesn't involve their own card. And in the 4th trade, the Keymaster went to Keji and the Sage to Kataro. The part that's strange, sure enough, it's... That's right, the Sage is out of place. Keji should have been a commoner the whole time. Yeah, when did Keji get the Sage card? So why did Keji have the Sage at the time of the 4th trade? That must mean... Keji's first card wasn't... No, we can verify... We can personally verify his card was Keymaster. He's lying about having Sage now. No, that's not it. Because Keji was able to see that Kataro had Keymaster. So it's true that he had the Sage. Wait, so then what did we have before? But the trades didn't make sense like this. That must mean Did he trade beforehand? But why weren't we notified? Keji's first card being Keymaster. That was a lie. When did he get Keymaster before then? Keji had Sage from the beginning. Then why? Why when he traded with me that I got Keymaster? So his clairvoyance let him see who had Keymaster from the beginning too. What? What? Huh? Which is why in the first trade he could make me and the person with the Keymaster trade. If we can trade with somebody who's not, if they could initiate a trade with someone who's not themselves. But if he did that, hasn't he been lying to me this whole time? Keji? What is your deal, Keji? Are you really gonna vote for So? Now? Something's not right. You should discuss this a little more. Don't be stupid. You're a candidate now. If the discussion leads to you getting picked, I'm afraid too, but I just get a weird feeling. Are we sure So is really a commoner, and that Keji's the Keymaster? Now? Yeah, this is... Oh man, this is so fucked up. You're exactly right. There's still mysteries remaining. In the fifth trade, why did someone trade for the sacrifice I had? Right, why would somebody did somebody again? What the hell happened? And the other party was a commoner. This isn't a problem we can ignore. Meow, this fifth trade, we should talk about some, woof. If by any chance we pick the sacrifice, we're done for, you know. We shouldn't need any more discussion. Keji? Digging up old conclusions is just gonna make us more lost. It's your turn to die, So. There's that title drop again. That's how it'll end. God damn, they have been presenting So as such a antagonizing us. But again, as I pointed out with Nagito and Kokichi, they ended up being innocent in the end. So I'm getting the feeling that So is too. No. We can't do that, Keji. As long as we have time, we should seek the truth. Alright. Let's do it. We'll discuss the roles of the four who are in the final vote. Okay. There's someone who moved Sarah's sacrifice via the fifth trade. If Keji's the Keymaster, So, Kana, or Now should be the sacrifice, right? Is the loner really a commoner, Meow? Should we believe that, Woof? It's alright. So is convinced the whole time that Sarah traded away the sacrifice. In other words, Kana or Now. Which of them would have the sacrifice? Oh god. I hope... Oh god, I hope it's neither of them. Please, come on. I don't believe it. Keiji and Kotaro are lying. Kana or now, which of them would have to sacrifice? It's just painful to think it over anymore. Go for So and let's end this, Sarah. Really? I don't believe it. Keiji and Kotaro are lying. Damn it! Damn it! So isn't seeming very persuasive at all. So is convinced the whole time that Sarah traded away the sacrifice. That's to say, So fell for Keiji's trick. The location of the sacrifice or any other card, he didn't know one lick about the truth. If he stole my tablet when he knocked me out, maybe he could learn my card. But I kept it on me at all times to avoid just that. Kept it tucked beneath my clothes. So didn't have a chance to do tomfoolery. He's a commoner. His tablet, huh? Keiji's the keymaster, So, Kana, or Now should be the sacrifice, right? Sarah, you really didn't have tokens, right? You didn't hand someone the sacrifice? Please, believe me. Alright. In that case, it's gotta be someone with tokens who made it to the final vote, yeah? That would have to be, if it was someone with a lot of tokens, it would have to be Kotaro or Keiji. So or Kana, but they were in the bottom part. Is the policeman really the keymaster? Isn't there something strange here? Isn't there any possibility the keymaster was sent somewhere else at some point? Kotaro's sage power could let him see that Keiji's the keymaster. Then, is that possibility zero? Is the loner really a commoner, Meow? Should we believe that, Woof? What if it's all the loner lying, Woof? I mean, we know the loner, him not being able to refute anything is weird, Meow. Could it be he's actually accomplices with Bucket Girl and putting on an act, Meow? You mean, okay, Kotaro, was Kotaro the one who lost his tablet then? From what he... Kotaro, you're saying you had your tablet on you at all times, yes? Yeah, take a look, it's right here. And when you woke up, where was it? Huh? On the table in the Last Supper room. On the table? So somebody did take it out. I call that being off you, Meow! As I thought. That tablet Kotaro has now is a spare. which was what we were told earlier. The tablet I picked up was lying near you when you were passed out. What'd you say? I would assume this is Gitaro's original tablet. The question is, why was it lying on the floor? It's because So took the tablet from Gitaro. What? But they're locked by fingerprints, Woof. Sure, but while near him, he could bypass that by simply pressing the thing in Gitaro's finger to it. So we arrive at an outrageous truth. What do you mean by that? Depending on when So looked at the tablet, he might have seen through our entire strategy. The worst time for it would be after the 4th trade. That's when Gitaro had the Sage and I had the Keymaster. If he saw the tablet then, he could use Gitaro's Sage power to also know I was the Keymaster. Has So just been acting fooled? Shoot, you got me. Or not. I wonder if I'm acting right now, or maybe I'm telling the truth. Oh goddamn, Kokichi 2.0, shut up. So? Not good. Now there's the possibility that So has the sacrifice. So as it stands, there's no way we can vote for So. But that doesn't mean we can just vote for Kana or Now either. Right, I don't want to vote for either of them. Come on, game. No. Well then, let's resume the discussion, guys. We'll discuss who it's safe to vote for. We gotta find the one with the least chance of having the sacrifice. So's an absolute no-go. He's the most likely to pull this kind of trick. But between Bucket Girl and Bitches Now, is there any real difference, Woof? You need a certain amount of tokens to take the sacrifice from Sarah in the 5th trade. That is true. All I can think of is tokens, meow. Bucket Girl had a lot, and Big Sis Now only had a little, Woof. What do we even do, meow? You know. Tokens. We gotta find the one with the least chance of having the sacrifice. But I don't know the aim of the one who did the trade. What possibilities are there? We need a certain amount of tokens to take the sacrifice from Sarah in the 5th trade. If you consider the token counts, you'll get your answer. Chance. Wonder what you mean by that. Oh. No. Like Jin says, Now hardly had any tokens. Surely she couldn't have been the one to take the sacrifice from Sarah. Then is now the one with the least likelihood? Wait, please. This isn't right. Big Sis now? Least likelihood? Are you gonna kill me with such vague reasoning? Oh no. Please, have another discussion. You're right, we can't end this discussion. What are you saying? I just remembered something. There's a way anyone could get tokens. Miss Sarah, you know it too, don't you? A way for anyone to get tokens. Ah, yes, from Alice. By stealing tokens from Alice's body. There was no rule against that. I knew you could do it. Big Sis now wouldn't do such a thing, meow. She was there for a while with Alice's body. It's true. When I went to check the body, the tokens were already gone. And Saffron even said there were no tokens left. And now is closely inspecting the Room of Lies. Ain't it just now who could have done it? Couldn't any of us have gotten those tokens? In other words, everyone has the potential to possess the sacrifice. It all ends with a game of trust. Then that last action's gonna be the key. What were each of us doing at the time of the 5th trade? As in, just before the main game started. Woof. Hope you can find the sacrifice. Damn. When would somebody have had the opportunity to trade? We have to determine based on So, Kana, and Now's actions at the time of the 5th trade. I was sitting on the stairs thinking back on everything that happened. I was on the laptop in the winner's room the whole time. Will you believe that? Kana wasn't really doing anything, just wandering, absent-mindedly. Did anyone see what the three were doing? I was with Now on the stairs for most of the time. I was searching all by myself to see if there were any other exits, meow. Come to think of it, didn't you tell me you found something while searching? Yeah. There was a smartphone on the stairs, Woof. What? But it wouldn't even make calls. It was useless for escape, meow. Kana, why aren't you speaking? Are you hiding something, Kana? Come to think of it, I feel like you were the only one I didn't see around then. Really? Really, where were you? I was looking for something I dropped. Something she dropped. Oh, wait. Kana, was it a smartphone you lost? How'd you know? Sure enough. I'll bet it's the same smartphone. I found it in Kana's first trial room. Jin, tell me, where'd you pick that up? It was a ways down the stairs, meow. Sheesh. She must have dropped it while we were all climbing the stairs, surely. Is that it? I see, so that's what it is. Think back for me. When we were climbing the stairs, So and Kana were walking in front. If she dropped the phone then, everyone should have noticed. In short, this was only dropped after we all climbed up to the exit. Kana dropped it while descending the stairs. Oh. What did she descend for? Why'd you try to hide this, Kana? Because... This is Sarah. There's a message on this phone, meow. Right, that's what Kana's sister... Oh, it's a different message. Thank you. I love you, sister. Now it's Kana's turn to protect her big sister. Because that's how Kana can atone. This... Please, give that back! Hold on. Did you write this, Kana? But Kana's big sister's already dead. Could it be the sister in this message is... No way. Sarah? Why would she be an option? It's referring to her sister in heaven? That's not it. I mean, if it's not that, this is... Surely not. Is that right, Kana? Your sister here is... me? Is... No. It literally or figuratively? Kana? Kana? Yes. I know, it's strange. But Kana... To Kana, you're... So you wanted to save Sarah that much? Yes. So... Hey, Kana. Was it you who traded away Sarah's sacrifice? Kana... To avoid using the ring-up box in the winner's room, you return to the third floor to trade. Hey, now, you're talking like Kana's... Are you saying she took the sacrifice to protect Sarah? That's... so... It's inconceivable. No, I don't want to conceive of it. Deny it, Kana! What worthless reasoning. That's all Loda. No, it's all correct. You did. Did you? No. Kana. Yeah. You idiot! Don't say anything! Kana did the fifth trade. She won't hide the truth anymore. Kana! Kana did it. She really did it. To protect me. She took the sacrifice for herself. That's just the worst outcome. A self-sacrifice? Kana? So, you caught it at some point, didn't you? Did he? That's why you're trying to move the votes towards Kana. To protect her. Oh, damn. Are you serious? Shut up! Since there was no other way for Kana to survive. Please wait. Will you listen carefully to what Kana has to say? Yeah. With the 5th trade, Kana switched her card and Sarah's card. Once she knew escape wasn't possible anymore, she had no idea what to do. Then she looked at the phone. Seeing her sister's words calmed her heart. And she came to despise herself for not being able to do anything. This whole time, Kana just kept betraying her sister, the others, Sarah. She just had a feeling that So had sent the sacrifice to Sarah. Kana didn't get the complicated trade talk. She can't even reason out who gave what. Even so, she was certain of just one thing. Because Sarah's so kind, she couldn't trade the sacrifice to anyone. Kana. Kana. She didn't want to let Sarah die. Also, she didn't want to make So a murderer. That seemed more painful than her own death. So she traded her commoner for Sarah's sacrifice. Kana. But... the card she received was a commoner. What? Wait. So you're not the sacrifice? Huh? What? What? What's going on here, Kana? Kana doesn't understand either. She's sure she traded cards with Sarah, but it wasn't the sacrifice. Unthinkable. What's Kana saying? It's all true. Please believe me. At any rate, we just have to talk about Kana's statement. Shit, now what? I can't believe Bucket Girl, Woof. She's lying to try and confuse us, meow. Well, maybe Kana's just messed up with who she was trading with or something. Some unique situation that caused the roll to just disappear? Is that possible, I wonder? You can't trust electronics for shit. The tablet erred and the trade got messed up. Don't tell me. I wonder if So hacked the roll cards themselves. I don't know what to believe. I can't see through to the truth in their hearts right now. So we might just have to find the objective truth. Okay. Maybe the influence of So's hacking extended the roll data or something. Some nice evidence would make that a whole lot more convincing. Too bad. Maybe Kana just messed up with who she was trading with or something. I don't know how the ring-up boxes work, but if you're just saying names into the receiver, there could be mistakes. And yet my sacrifice definitely moved. If it ain't Kana's mistake, then Maybe the floor master purposely changed the destination. Something like that. Gashu changed the trade? Come to think, wasn't Miley talking about some transgression of Gashu's just for the main game? What about that? Yeah. So is hardly saying anything. Can't read his thoughts. Can't trust electronics for shit. The tablet errored and the tray got messed up. It ain't unthinkable, right, Sarah? Don't tell me. I wonder if So hacked the roll cards themselves. This might be an absurd opinion, but So is spending his remaining time messing with the laptop in the winner's room, right? I wonder, did he hack the card data then? He was talking about it, true. Because, I mean, there's an aim but So who could cause an irregularity, is there? Someone who could cause an irregularity. I can't believe Bucket Girl, Woof. She's lying to try and confuse us, Meow. She's been betraying us over and over, Meow. She's even less trustworthy than the loner, Woof. Don't trust Bucket Girl, Biscuit Sarah. Miley talking some transgression of Gashu's. There was a possibility. Something separate from So's hacking. An irregularity that definitely occurred. The transgression by Floor Master Gashu. Say what? Remember what Miley said before the main game. Gashu, you're listening? You really gone and mucked things up. You made a flagrant transgression, one that shakes the very core of the main game. And despite being such a huge transgression, it hasn't shown itself at all thus far. Yeah. And now, this illogical movement of the cards that's tormenting us. Could this very issue be Gashu's transgression? If we believe Kana, that's the only explanation. You're saying that Coot tampered with the card movement? But for the Floor Master, what would be the merit of doing that? Well... I don't know. We don't know the Floor Master's goal. To flip that around, if there was some merit, Gashu would have a reason to meddle. We might figure out who he moved the sacrifice to. Quite the off-mark inference. Is it alright for you to be using your time on this? Gashu. If you haven't engaged in any misconduct, then promise us. I know the Floor Master's code. If we can expose your transgression, the main game won't count. We demand a second attempt 24 hours later. Oh, yes, there was that. You just know everything, don't you? As to be expected from Miss Sarah Shadun. Promise or no promise, I will simply carry out my duty as per the code. Ugh, you for real? With 24 hours, we can make another shot at escape? But are you certain? If you cannot prove it, you will only be losing time to spend on other reasoning. It's okay. This new possibility we spun. This theory wasn't being directed at Gashu. So, please tell us the truth. Huh? The other possibility is that you did some sort of hacking to the roll cards, so... If we know whether that claim is true or not, we can fight. Let's all combine forces to win an extension. Kana? Yes? You really don't have the sacrifice? It's okay. Kana really doesn't have the sacrifice. I see. I didn't access the roll cards. I didn't do any hacking to them. So? That's the truth, Miss Sarah. No lies, no tricks. Alright, let's quit deceiving each other. Let's work to expose Gashu's transgression. Just what I wanted to hear. This is a turning point in our destiny. A path we could never have reached if we were trapped by endless suspicion. The path of us all trusting each other and battling the kidnappers head on. Together we'll expose Gashu's misdeed. Okay. This seems like a good point to, Oh, wait. Gashu had something he gained from tampering with the trade. You think he had the sacrifice to go to someone he wanted to kill? Or else you think there was someone who Gashu didn't want to die? Is there an answer in the clues we left? There's a fundamental issue. Maybe the sacrifice wasn't actually sent to anybody. Okay, I think we're gonna find this out next time. I'll see you guys then.
I'm playing a game.